So there's the new feature DeltaMush in Maya 2017. It was in, I believe it was in the later versions of 2016 as well, but I just wanted to go over it really quickly with you. As we skin the character, we'll just go ahead and do a quick bind here. So skin, bind skin, and we'll use geodesic voxel, drop down max influences to about 3, hit apply, and there we go. So you can see the standard, just the normal shearing that we get with the regular binding. Geodesic voxel does a little bit better than most. But you'll notice that, yeah, we have the standard shoulder problem. So if we do add DeltaMush on top of it, DeltaMush is a deformer. It will sit on top of the skin cluster as a deformer. So if we look at what's affecting this geometry, we'll see that our DeltaMush is sitting there. And we have the envelope, which turns it on and off. The displacement, which is actually the delta change, it's applying the delta change back. So DeltaMush, what it does is it smooths, right? So if we turn that to 0, you can see the smoothed version. What DeltaMush is doing as it calculates the displacement for the weighting, basically. So yeah, if we take this arm and we move it up, and we go back here and we look at our DeltaMush attributes, you can see that, we'll turn him back on, you can see the shoulder's still pretty problematic. So the smoothing iterations, it has to do with the displacement here. So smoothing iterations, you can see what that's doing, and then smoothing step, also it has to do with the smoothing of the geometry, and then the iterations is how much that's applied. So, and then the displacement is whether or not we're displacing those deltas. So you can see that now we have a pretty nice shoulder just really quickly with a simple bind, and then the yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. We do lose a bit of volume there, but overall, for a few seconds worth of rigging, it's a pretty amazing tool. However, you do lose a little bit of information with smaller things. So we've catered it to the shoulder, but now we're losing some definition in fingers, and just remember that this is a deformer. It sits on top of the skin cluster. It's kind of like a blend shape. It is modifying the shape of the geometry, and it's above, in the order of inputs, it's above the skin cluster. So that you will have some issues like this if your character does have large issues that need to be fixed, like shoulders. It does a great job at fixing shoulders, but then also remember that the drawback is that you can't, there's no like localization of DeltaMush, from what I understand, and that you just want to be careful and know kind of what you're getting into as you jump into it, and know that it yeah, watch for loss of volume in your rig. But generally speaking, it's a really great technology, and I'm excited to see where this will go. So just be careful when you're using it, and know what its uses are and when you should use it. So you can test it out on your character and get some pretty good automatic binding. It does aid in the binding process.